see in this cell phone video happened back in 2019, but you're seeing it with your own eyes for the first time right now. A baptism is a pretty common sight in the South, but this cell phone video, entered as evidence in federal court, shows a sheriff's deputy baptizing a woman he just pulled over. That deputy, Daniel Wilkie, seen stripped down to his boxer shorts. The video recorded by his former partner, Jacob Goforth, and the woman you see in the water with Wilkie, Chandel Riley, one of the 7 people suing him, saying Wilkie violated her civil rights. The suit says Wilkie told Riley he would only give her a citation instead of take her to jail for marijuana remnants in her car if she let him do this.
You believe that Jesus Christ died on the cross, raised from the dead 3 days later?
In court filings, Daniel Wilkie admitted to baptizing Riley. However, he claimed she specifically asked the deputy to do it so she could, quote, turn away from her life of drug abuse and crime. But the lawsuit says Riley felt horribly violated. And we may never know her whole story. She died in April of this year. A medical examiner's report blames a drug overdose.
In the name of the Father, and the Holy Spirit, I baptize you.
In later filings, a federal judge wrote any reasonable observer would conclude that the effect of the baptism was an unequivocal endorsement of Christianity. This 250-page deposition of Sheriff Jim Hammond reveals an internal affairs investigation wasn't opened into this bizarre encounter until months later, even though Wilkie's superiors knew what happened. The sheriff admits, quote, this was serious enough a case it should have been. Now, Wilkie is no longer a sheriff's deputy. He resigned before he could be fired. He still also faces dozens of criminal charges in Hamilton County Court.
The 27-page civil rights complaint was filed today. It argues that what a Hamilton County deputy did to a woman in February violates her First Amendment rights. Defense attorney Robin Flores says what happened on February 6th was unconstitutional.
Freedom from religion, where she was forced to participate in a religious ritual against her will.
In the lawsuit, it states Chandel Marie Riley had bought some cigarettes at a gas station around 10 at night. The lawsuit says she was followed home by Hamilton County Deputy Daniel Wilkie, who later pulled her over and accused her of having drugs. Flores says Riley pled guilty to possession of marijuana. She was given a suspended sentence and remains on probation, but that's not where it ends.
She was asking her if she'd been saved and asking her if she believed in Jesus.
Giving her an ultimatum to get baptized or go to jail.
Where you convert or else.
The lawsuit seeking $1 million in damages says Riley followed Wilkie and another deputy to Saudi Lake. Wilkie then stripped down to his boxer shorts and gave Riley the option to remove her clothes. She said no.
We still don't know how Chandel Riley died, just that the TBI is waiting on an autopsy to determine what happened. But there are still some questions left unanswered tonight.
An unusual case we first learned about in 2019 that court documents show unfolded here at Saudi Lake.
I think the history of it in the media will show that a baptism by a police officer in the line of duty in exchange for leniency in a criminal case is beyond the pale.
And now the TBI says the woman at the center of the lawsuit, Chandel Riley, has been found dead at a residence here on Log Cabin Lane in Saudi Daisy.
All I can tell you is that I learned late yesterday afternoon that she had apparently been found deceased.
Riley is one of several people suing Hamilton County Deputy Daniel Wilkie. She claimed he stripped down to his underwear and baptized her in Saudi Lake after a traffic stop, offering a citation instead of an arrest if she agreed. It's an ongoing lawsuit that's seen many delays due to the pandemic and other factors, and with Riley's death comes another hurdle.
It could impact it negatively to the point where we would have nobody to continue to prosecute it.
But her attorney, Robin Flores, says the case can still move forward.
Her deposition's already been done. her testimony is preserved.
Flores says a key factor will be whether Riley's 2 surviving children want to take on the case.
They would fill her shoes, in essence.
It's an ongoing case with more questions than answers about what happened at this lake and now down this road.